I'm here live with Daryl Baker, who is on the board here at Hoosier Gym, and he is willing to sit down and talk to us about some special aspects of the gym and the history of this movie. Daryl, talk to us about what you deal with and kind of what you're here to show us and share with us.
Well, my part of this with the Hoosier Gym is I have the team bus from the movie Hoosiers. So it's a 1939 Chevy 10.5 truck. It was a school bus here in Lebanon, Indianapolis, Indiana for 10 years. My grandfather bought it in 1949, put another body on it, and for 36 years it was an RV for us. So it was, we were the Beverly Hillbillies running around the country. We had a couch, bed, stove, and icebox in this thing. We were out through Missouri, all over out west. My grandfather, my dad would go out hunting or visiting friends, family. They'd shoot some varmint on the way home, dress it, stick it in the icebox, and drive home. So anyway, it had a long history with us for 36 years, up until 1985 when the movie used the bus for that. They found my grandfather out in the little town of New Ross, Indiana, where we're from, out west Indianapolis. And, I had the good fortune to sit next to Angelo Pizzo here, who wrote the movie Hoosiers, here at one of the celebrations, the 25-year anniversary celebration. And I asked him, I said, Angelo, everybody asked me how you guys found the bus. Not, I know where it was. My grandfather had it out in this little town that we're from. But he said, look, 1985, there was no internet. So all you had was all kinds of catalogs of these things. And we looked everywhere for an old bus like that. We couldn't find it. And so finally we sent people to all these cities looking through stacks and stacks and stacks because there was no internet to find this stuff. And so finally, a waitress up in New Richmond, Indiana, told him, hey, go see Jack Baker, my grandfather out in New Ross. He's got a little bus. I think it's what you're looking for. They did, and the rest is movie history, as we say here. So I often have the bus out here for almost every event we have, unless it looks like it's bad weather, which today they're talking thunderstorms here before too long. But the bus has an amazing history. 36 years we had it just running around. It would deliver like skeet, clay pigeons for skeet shooting or feed for animals or whatever. But we also used it as an RV, as a camper. But in 1985, of course, the movie used it. They put seats back in it, so we weren't going to use it as an RV anymore. So it kind of just fell into disuse for a while. I was able to get a hold of it in 96, updated it over 4 years. It took about 4 years to get it up to speed. And but I'll tell you, since that time, since we've got it back in, it's been used by the Indiana Pacers for a whole season of their what they called Hickory Pacers promotion. And so I was getting calls from all over the country every time it was on ESPN, right in front of the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. So that was pretty cool. The same week that the Pacers called to have us use it for the Pacers, I got a call from a representative of Robert Duvall, who's a famous actor. And he wanted it out. He lives west of Washington, D.C. He's got Academy Award, and he's well-known. Maybe you may not know who he is, because I realize, but he did Apocalypse Now and has been in a whole bunch of movies. But he wanted the bus out for a children's charity event out at his place. So I got to go out and, to his ranch and meet him and his wife and talk to him a bit about, you don't get that chance very often. He never would have invited me out to his house. But with the bus, he had us out. But we were featured in the State Fair with the bus for all the entire 18 days of the State Fair this year. And it was fantastic. I mean, just thousands of people, and almost nobody could believe that that's the actual bus. When they see that it's actually a piece of movie history, they really like it. And particularly here in Indiana, it's just a thing. And whenever I have it out front here at the stadium, it's great. The bus has been featured on the mall for a lot of the parades, the Cherry Blossom, the St. Patty's Day, the Memorial Day parades on the mall when I lived out in Washington, D.C. area. And I moved back to Indiana just 2 years ago, partially to bring the bus back to Indiana and partner with the Hoosier Gym. And it's been a great partnership with these guys. They're fantastic. And I mean, if you haven't been to the Hoosier Gym here, it is absolutely an easy stop for you if you're riding on I-70 either direction to get off and stop here. We're open 12 to 5 Monday through Fridays and 9 to 5 on Saturdays. As you can see, it's a working gym. I mean, we have games here all year long, but this season, particularly from December through February, is really intense. Last year, we were often going from 8, 9 in the morning until 8, 9 at night. But it's a lot of fun. We also often have Gene Hackman's car from the movie. If you watch the start of the movie, the first 4 minutes are Gene Hackman sipping coffee in a 51 Chevy. Well, that vehicle is now moved from California back to Indiana, and so we'll often have out front the bus and his car out front when we have events here. So it's been a labor of love from everybody, both on behalf of the gym and for these vehicles. It's been a really, really cool, a really rewarding post-retirement. I'm fully retired now, so I can do this stuff and enjoy it all the time. That's
really awesome. It's great to see, and for those fans, at home that are watching, obviously many have seen the movie, many have not, but to know how important this game, the movie was, even the gym. I mean, the gym was built in 1921.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's historic, and then just to add a couple pieces of history with the vehicles, and knowing and getting to hear the story of how it started before the movie, that's just really incredible, and I'm very, very excited that we got to hear that. And so tell us, our viewers at home, when can they come see this, and how can they? So
it's open year-round out here. And again, 12 to 5 weekdays and 9 to 5 Saturdays. We're closed on Sundays. If we get more volunteers, we can open Sundays too. But because a lot of people are traveling Sundays, but it is a special place. We have teams come from all over the country out here. I mean, we have had, even within the last year, a bunch of teams from Mississippi, Florida, Virginia, Kansas, Missouri, and every surrounding state. I mean, Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, Illinois. So it's a lot of fun. We get a lot of good publicity through that, and it's all volunteer. I mean, there's no charge to get in. It's donation only, and it's just if you're a basketball fan, it's almost a religious experience coming here. We've had people almost in tears, especially some of the older folks who really remember what it was like, Indiana basketball in the 50s. And this, you're seeing it. I mean, this is what it was. From the length of the floor, which, and the half court, the mobile half court.
Yeah, the two lines,
Yeah, the two lines where you got to go across there, but then that one becomes half court. But again, it's just a labor of love for all of it. One other couple of cool pieces with the bus. I mean, the Pacers had me, as soon as the bus was brought out from Virginia to Indianapolis back 10 years ago when we did this, as soon as the bus was unloaded off the trailer out here, the Pacers cheerleaders, the mascot, and officials jumped on board and said, head for the 500 track. So I got to go around the entire Indy 500 track driving this old thing.
Wow,
so awesome. It was cool. I mean, it's just been a labor of love. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and I appreciate you coming on and talking to us about this historical history. Well, thank you very much. And
okay, take care. Enjoy the day.
All right, thank you. We'll be back here in a few minutes to introduce the starting lineups right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the historic Hoosier Gym for today's game between Alpha Comets and the Neelyville Tigers. Hoosier hysteria. And anytime you have any questions or need assistance, please ask any of the Hoosier Gym volunteers. Restroom facilities are in the hallway behind the stage. Follow signs on the bleacher side. For player safety, only when the game has stopped, walk close to the bleacher wall and go into the restrooms or concession area. There are concessions and merchandise in the lobby. As a recent addition to the merchandise, we are selling I Played Here t-shirts. No one other than players, coaches, trainers, and officials are allowed on the court at any time. The Hoosier Gym wants everyone to enjoy this experience. Therefore, good sportsmanship is expected and required by all fans. Let's introduce the lineups for the visiting Alton Comets. Number 10, Connor Clay. Number 11, Kate Clary. Number 12, Colton Miller. Number 22, Peyton Whalen. Number 30, Jacob Reddy. Number 35, Grant Hawthorne. And the starters for the Alton Comets. Number 1, Marcus Cotton. Number 2, Dylan Whalen. Number 13, Dalton Paulette. Number 24, Caden Willard. Number 34, Cole Trent. The Comets are coached by Anthony Caruso. And now for the Neelyville Tigers. Number 1, Zach Rollins. Number 2, Zach Cowley. Number 3, Cam Wolfram. Number 4, Gus Couch. Number 10, Hunter Watson. Number 13, Jamel Watkins. Number 14, Trevor Redmond. Number 23, Landon Rush. Number 31, Owen Connor. Number 34, Carson Parker. And for the Tiger starters, number 5, Drew Shears. Number 22, Kyle Wolfram. Number 24, Casey Stevens. Number 32, Grant Hale. Number 33, Elijah Downs. The Tigers are coached by Brad Burton. Let's play
Well, we are set. The starting lineup for both the Alton boys and the Neelyville boys. We just finished up a game between the Lady Comets and the Lady Tigers. The Lady Comets took the win. They moved to 4-1 on the year. Now it's the boys. These boys are 2-2 on the year, and these Neelyville Tigers are 2-2 as well. So we're very excited. Our starting 5 here, it's the 3 seniors. You got Dylan Whalen, Marcus Cockrum, and Dalton Paulette. The big junior, Cole Trantham, and freshman, Caden Willard will round out your starting 5. Tip-off now, and it is game time. Neelyville starts out with possession in this one. I'm Ryan Deckard. I'm here joined by my dad, Ryan Deckard, and we're here to bring you another game here in Knightstown, Indiana. We are set here this morning at 10:51 a.m. Eastern Time, as that's the first 2 points of the game for Neelyville.
Whalen brings it up court.
Trantham, the shot, no good. Rebounded by number 32.
Dylan tried to steal the ball there. A good aggressive defense so far here in the early going. '24 with another shot, and that is good. And he's got the first 5 points of the game for the Neelyville Tigers.
Great start so far here early, just less than a minute left, just less than a minute in the game, and he's already got 5 points. Trantham from deep. That's in, and it's a three-pointer for Cole Trantham. It is a 5-3 game now. Number 5 goes to 32. Inside to 33, the shot blocked and a foul.
He almost traveled there, right in 33, went up, tried to go up for the shot, and then got the foul call there. He'll go, like you said, to shoot 2 from the line. Expect this to be a very physical game today, Ryden.
Yeah, first shot no good, but boys are aggressive, and these boys have especially been aggressive. Last time out, the Comets got the win over Eminence in the last minute shot by Cole Trantham as he made the three-pointer to give them the lead, and they ultimately won that game. But they play aggressive. These boys are very, very aggressive, and that's going to help them as that's a jump ball. And
Caden Willard there doing a good job trying to steal the ball. Gets the jump. Looks like Dylan Whalen will take the ball out of bounds or inbound it from the baseline. Up to Caden, over to Marcus. In the corner to Cole. Cole's going to shoot another 3, and that one's off target, but Marcus with the rebound. Caden Willard in the corner for 3. That one's off as well. Marcus fighting for the rebound, but Neelyville controls the ball as they set their offense.
You know, obviously the two of the same schools, but you know, this time it's a different game. What do you think you're going to see that's similar to the girls in this one?
Well, right, and I think they're both very eager to come out and win this game, as we've talked about how significant it is to be here. So I just look for them to be aggressive in the same way that the Lady Comets were aggressive in game 1. You know, our boys are not the tallest team. We're not, oversized by any stretch of imagination, but they're scrappy and they're going to claw and fight to try to get this victory today.
Well, they certainly are going to try and do that. The shot from deep, no good. That is rebounded by number 5.
Those second chance points are very devastating if you're the Comets. You know, you're obviously Neelyville's got a couple larger players, but 24 in particular, it looks like maybe is at 33 over there. So they've got some bigger kids out here, but we are scrappy, and with that, Cole gets the rebound, and Marcus up court to Dylan. Caden's in the corner. He flips it out to Caden. Caden drives the lane with the shot. It's good. And just like that, we've got ourselves a tie ball game.
Another good freshman for the Comets. This time it's Caden Willard. He's a transfer from West Plains, the grandson of Coach Shane Benson for the girls, and he's coming off of injury, but he's back out there, and he's in that starting 5. Tell him how good he's going to be for this team.
Right, and if he can play as well throughout this game as he's played so far in his first couple minutes, we're in good shape. Boy, I tell you what, those second chance rebounds are killing us right now. They're just, Neelyville's a little bigger there on the 4 and 5 position. Looks like 24 going to go back to the line. He's got all 5 points for Neelyville so far, and he's going to get a chance to make a couple more for him. We're going to have to figure out how to get those rebounds. It's tough. We're definitely undersized compared to Neelyville there, but looks like they're going to try to bring in Corbin here to kind of maybe help out with some of that size difference.
Corbin, he's 6'4" or 6'5". I can't remember exactly if it was 6'4" or 6'5", but I was told that he is taller than anybody on the court. I mean, he is. 24 is pretty big too for Neelyville.
What's the foul situation? I assume did Cole have did Cole get a foul there? I see the coach.
I believe that was a foul on Cole. He took him out of the game. But that's already 3 fouls for the Comets so far. Neelyville has no fouls, so definitely a lot of fouls. Which
they are trapping him just like we saw in the girls' game. They are trapping him, but Dylan's fighting through the trap. He drives the lane and up with the shot, in and out.
That was really good from Dylan Whalen. It's nice to see him try to wiggle his way out of that. That
good
was really
good ball handling right there, Ryden.
Yeah.
It was the shot didn't go in, but you like to see him not turn the ball over. They got a high percentage shot. It just didn't go in.
33.
Again, Neelyville in the lane. They are. It's clearly a point of emphasis for Neelyville is they're going to try to take advantage of that size difference there under the basket.
And timeout called by Alton. Yeah, definitely. And honestly, I feel like that, especially with, Alton already 3 fouls in the first 4 minutes, obviously, they're playing aggressive. And Neelyville's, just fighting a way to get, to scoring. But it's interesting. It's definitely been a weird start to this game, obviously. It's just been, kind of not as aggressive.
Looks like we've had a substitution for Alton. Number 11, Clary checking in for the Alton Comets. Goes over and touches the possession arrow, so it looks like coach is making some personnel changes. We'll see who's in for the Comets. It looks like it's Clary, Tharp, Cockrum, Wayland, and Paulette. I assume that's Paulette going to inbound it from the baseline. That's your Comet 5 here halfway through the first quarter, where Neelyville leads 7-5 early on. Marcus dribbling the ball up court. Comets with their offense. Whalen at the top of the key.
Neelyville doing a good job to put a little bit of pressure on Alton.
Marcus trying to wiggle out of that defense, and Paulette over in the corner thought he might take the three. Instead, out to Cockrum, who drives the lane into Tharp, and no shot, but he does draw the foul, so he will go to the line for 2 free throws.
That's Neelyville's first foul of this game.
Talk about freshmen. I believe Corbin's a freshman, Ryden.
Freshman.
Talk about how important, considering his size, his talent, his ability to make free throws, as we just saw there. Tell folks how important it's going to be for him to play well today.
Well, certainly they're going to have to rely on their size. I mean, size is very important when it gets into the lane game. I mean, you're playing in the lane. If the other team has guys that are towering over you, you just aren't going to be able to play defense. So having Corbin out there more often, getting him some more minutes, I think is going to be important. And I think that's what's going to be the key to their success today.
It's really, really tough early on. Lots of offensive rebounds for Neelyville. Dylan, though, with the rebound. He is triple teamed. Marcus brings it up court, over in the corner to Clary. Clary drives to the basket. Shot's a little too strong there. Neelyville with the rebound.
Good job saving that from going out of bounds from 24. The shot. That one's no good. Rebounded by number 24. Great rebound there. Number 22 shoots from deep, and he knocks it in. Wow. Nice three there. And the assist in the three.
Yeah, I think they're giving him 2 points there, right? And it looks like it's a 2 on the scoreboard.
I apologize there. It's 2 points. Looked like he might have.
Oh, and the Comets turn the ball. Unfortunately, they turn the ball over there, so it will be Neelyville ball. Right, and we're going to have to figure out how to stop number 24, and I'm not quite sure how Coach plans to do that just yet, but it's early. But he is definitely a force to be reckoned with on the floor so far.
Yeah, he's been impressive so far. He's been shining. And again, Neelyville only has 1 foul, and so I just feel like that they have been playing kind of clean basketball. Again,
Paulette with the rebound. Good job by Paulette. Go ahead, Ryden.
Again, refs are letting the kids play, and that's what we need. But there's another foul on Neelyville. But, I just like to highlight the fact that, when you're able to play tough defense and you're able to play good without drawing a bunch of fouls, that really shows something about how the game's going to go on.
Some contact there, but no foul as Marcus drives the lane. It looks like they were trying to do a pick and roll with Corbin. Neelyville with 2 more points. Dylan Whalen going to bring the ball up court as Comets look to get their offense set here. Over to Paulette. Corbin's lobbying for the ball down low, but it's over to Dylan in the corner. Dylan back out, dribbles off his knee, but maintains control of the ball. He drives the lane to Corbin. Back out to Dylan. Dylan drives baseline up with the jump shot, and it is off target. Corbin fighting for the rebound, and Paulette has it up with the shot. Corbin in with another rebound. Great effort there. They call the travel, though, unfortunately, on Corbin, so it's going to be Neelyville ball right in.
Yeah, Corbin Tharp has been a big key for this, and that amazing rebound there was just a highlight of this, and I'm telling you, I think he's underrated. I think he has a big shot coming up, especially when he gets older. If they just keep feeding him some Miracle Grow, he's just going to keep on growing. And
we've just got to keep him out of foul trouble. You know, the travel was unfortunate, but it's better than a foul. We've already. It sounds like Cole may be in foul trouble. I'm not sure if he's got 1 or 2 fouls.
I believe he has 2.
But we need to keep Corbin in the game out of foul trouble. Marcus drives down with the jump shot, and it's good.
2 points there for Marcus Cockrum. He's a big senior that's been incredible last year, and he's looking to even continue that into this year and help these Comets out, as that's 2 points for Neelyville, and we're back at a 4-point lead for the Tigers.
Right, we've seen before, though, the Comet boys, we've faced some other teams that are bigger than us, but that doesn't stop them from competing, and, you know, sometimes they just outplay the other team, as they did there with Corbin with his first 2 points, I believe. Or no, that was his second basket, maybe, right?
That was his second basket. Corbin Tharp, I mean, it's hard to see a lot of freshmen that come out. I mean, they're used to playing junior high ball.
They got, I think, was it a travel, or did they call the foul? No, they called a foul, offensive foul on 32. Great job by Corbin to maintain his position there in the lane, did not foul him. In fact, he drew the foul. Final 3 seconds, Dylan Whalen, and they call the double dribble, so that's going to be a turnover. So it looks like Neelyville will wind up with the final shot of the quarter, Ryden.
Yeah, 1 second left here.
Quick inbound, then a shot. You've only got a little over a second, and they're trying to go up, and it's deflected. Clock never started, though. Despite the deflection, there should have been some time come off the clock there. However, it looks like they're not going to change it. So 1.4 seconds. Neelyville will inbound from the baseline.
And they change it to 1 exact second.
So. If you're Alton, you got to protect that lane. They're looking to do an alley-oop perhaps, or get it in the lane. No, they're going to shoot a 3, and the 3 is off target. And after 1, Alton trails by 2. Ryden.
Well, it's definitely been a great quarter so far. I mean, we're only down by 2 points, is like I say, always have to wait and see how because minimum shifts. So like once the momentum is on, for us, then it shortly just shifts over to the other team. And as we have 2 sub-ins, Cole Trantham and Caden Willard will come into this game to start the second quarter, but momentum shifts all the time. We saw this in the girls' game, and I think that's just going to happen again. That's just high school basketball. Another thing I did want to talk about and mention, though, is that about Corbin Tharp, and we even saw this with Miley Haney, is that, we know that, coming from the junior high ball all the way to high school ball is often a big adjustment. It's the same thing with, in baseball. Your junior high baseball, you're coming from, 60 miles an hour to 80, 90 miles, 70, 80, 90 miles an hour. In cross country, we're going from the 1.5 mile to the 3.1 mile, So there's an adjustment from that getting into high school, and being able to see a freshman for the girls team and 2 freshmen actually for the boys team really just kind of come up and act like it's no big deal is really helpful, and I love the confidence.
It is definitely a faster paced game once you get into high school. You've got 4 years worth of you got freshmen, sophomore, junior, senior, so it is definitely a testament to our young freshmen who are playing well today, including Corbin, as you mentioned, and then Caden, the other freshman out there right now, as Neelyville has the ball as we start this second quarter.
Just a 2-point lead only for the Tigers. They're going to pass the ball around.
24 goes baseline out to 32. 22 at the top of the key. 32 back with it. And
24 at the shot.
24 with the high percentage shot, but he's off. But 33 deflects it. And Neelyville regains possession. And that jump shot is good by number 5.
4-point lead now for The Tigers, I want to say, I feel like I've seen a lot more three-point shots from the boys than I did the girls. You know, I wonder what that is. Do you have a theory on why?
Yeah, right, and I do actually. As we see Paulette with the physical play there in the lane, gets 2 points. You know, as we talked about, you know, two of our better players are 5'7" and 5'8", right? And you're up against teams like the Neelyville Tigers and others we played that are just bigger. And so you got to find a way. As they draw the charge there.
Wow, yeah.
Good job, Paulette. But right, and just to finish the point on that, when you're smaller, you've got to find ways to get creative, and that's through steals, that's through three-point shooting. We've got some good three-point shooters. So the Comets clearly not using their lack of size as an excuse. They're hanging right here with Neelyville.
Well, the sharp shooting is great, as that's a foul. And one! Wow. What a play there. We watched the replay there. I mean, absolutely wonderful play there by Dylan Whalen. He'll go to the line and try to make this a three-point play.
I didn't catch you the foul was on. Did you, Ryden?
I did not. The shot was good. In the comments, if you want to comment, let us know who that foul was on.
24 wide open at the top of the key, but he's offline. Dylan with another rebound, and he will take it up court. Some defense. He needs some help. Help him out, boys. And what's the call on the floor? Timeout. Comets.
Oh, that was a smart timeout.
Very smart timeout by Coach Caruso for the Comets. That could have been a turnover, right in.
Yeah, very, very smart timeout by Caruso. Back to the sharp shooting, though, that this Comets have. I mean, you know, they have Caden Willard, they have Marcus Cochran, Dylan Whalen, Cole Trantham. They have so many good three-point shooters. It's absolutely insane. And, you know, we've noticed so far this year that Marcus has been guarded a lot heavier than last year. Unfortunately, we haven't seen as much, you know, offensive production from him as, you know, some of the other guys. And that's great sportsmanship and a great thing for Marcus Cochran to be doing is he recognizes that he's going to be heavily guarded because he's the highest, you know, he's the best three-point shooter out there. So giving these other guys some shots, and it's really helped them out. And
last year, having Ryland out there, I think it took a little pressure off him, but he's now the guy, right?
Yeah, he's this. I feel like, you know, when other teams are watching game film, as that's a shot from deep, no good. Rebounded by Willard no good.
Rebound.
But as teams are watching game film, they're going to look and circle Marcus Cochran on the roster, and they're going to say,
good effort again by Dylan Whalen. He seems to be wherever the ball is, and Marcus drives. There was some contact there, but no foul, and Neelyville has the ball and dribbling up court.
Number 5 from deep. No good. Rebounded and in by number 24, and they take a 1-point lead. Great rebound and shot by number 24 for the Tigers.
Right, and we're really seeing with Corbin on the bench right now catching a breather. It's really tough inside physically for the Comets. Cole, probably their biggest player out there right now, as he takes the three, and that is one other advantage of having Cole out there is he can spread the floor. He may be the biggest guy we have on the floor, but he can shoot that three-point, right?
Yeah, certainly, and he's a lot quicker than you think, so we really have an advantage over him when he can get down the court and, you know, play good defense. I will say he's really good on defense. And
he traveled.
That's a travel.
They called a foul, though. Looks like they may have got the foul before the travel.
That's on probably Paulette.
Looks like Corbin Tharp's coming back in. We talked about the size disadvantage, and they're trying to get all that size in there they can right in with Corbin back in. Did you see who went out for the Comets there?
It was Caden Willard goes out for the Comets. That's another foul.
It looked like he got ball, but they did call a foul on the shot there.
That would probably be Cole Trantham's third foul, I believe.
That's a big deal if it is, and I think you're right, and it looks like Clary is coming back into the game. We'll see who he's checking in for.
They're going to wait till after this first shot.
But you're right, and if that's number 3 on Cole, that's a big deal for the Comets.
Especially because we're not even halfway through the second quarter. I remember first game of the year he did foul out, and that was a big loss to them, blow to them, because they wound up losing that game. But Trantham's very, very big for this team, and this is big if he fouls out.
You know what? I think Paulette deserves some credit, right? And he is playing tough there. He's one of our more physical guys inside 4 or 5, and he is playing tough so far.
And he's overlooked too. I feel like he's got that talent. He's really got that grit that sometimes we don't recognize. But yes, Dalton Paulette has really shown some really good skill in this season, as that's a 2-pointer from Neelyville. That's number 32 with the 2 points. That's a 3 actually. Excuse me. It's kind of hard to see from back here.
Yeah, it's hard to see the baseline from our vantage point. It is a 5-point lead, though, for Neelyville. Dylan driving baseline back out to Clary. Over in the corner to Paulette. Will take the 3. It's off target. And Comets are fighting for the rebound, but Neelyville has the ball, and in the corner, another 3 by 32, and it's good again. That's his second. Actually, they're going to call that a 2-pointer. As Ryden mentioned, it's a little tough for us to tell sometimes, but that was a 2-pointer. And I think we've got a substitution perhaps here, or a timeout. I'm not really sure what the call is.
I believe that's a substitution.
All right, so 7-point lead for Neelyville here in the second quarter, about halfway through quarter number 2. Corbin comes to the top, trying to set a screen. Paulette out to Clary with the long 3.
And it's in, wow.
Off the glass, it's good. And it's back to a 4-point game.
Good shot there by Clary, the replay on that one. Neelyville passing the ball around.
He wanted it. He wasn't sure about it. 24 driving baseline. Back to 32. Out to 22 for the 3 from the top of the key. It's off target. Deflected back out to 22. 32 back up with another shot. And it looks like we've got
another foul. That will be on number 22, so that'll be all Comet basketball.
These Comets are fighting. They're scrapping. They're getting pushed around a little bit, but they're pushing back. They're fighting hard, and we've got ourselves a pretty close ball game here, Ryden. It's just a 4-point lead for the Neelyville Tigers.
Definitely a close one, obviously, and
it looks so far. Other than that play right there, for the most part, it looks like Neelyville hasn't been super aggressive on defense from the three-point line. They're just trying to keep them out from underneath, right?
Yeah, that's just been the big, because, Neelyville's been really good right now under the paint.
There's either a travel or a foul there, but they didn't call either. It looked like some contact, but Dylan gets back up and keeps going. Boy, I tell you what, these boys are physical. Lots of contact here, but no whistle. They're just letting them play. Neelyville running their offense again. They're trying to get it inside. 32's positioning, trying to get the ball, but so far they're just passing it around outside. Back out to 24. Now 32 gets it inside. Back to the top of the key, and number 1 takes the 3. It's off, but man, I tell you what, Ryden, those second chance points, that was some contact
foul.
There.
That was a foul. I don't know why they didn't call that.
That should have been a charge. They called the charge that time. Good job. I believe that was Dylan Whalen.
That was Dylan Whalen.
Good job on the charge there. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to get in the lane, get your feet planted, anticipate those charges. And that was a great job of Dylan doing just that right there. Marcus with the ball. He gets the ball stolen from him. Neelyville goes up, and just like that, we're back to a 6-point lead. Alton clearly a little frustrated. They feel like there's some contact. Neelyville is definitely physical, as we see another foul there on Neelyville. Another foul by 22, actually. That's at least his second this quarter we've seen. Neelyville's definitely being physical. Perhaps the Comets may have to get a little more physical too. If they're going to let them play, right, Ryden, maybe they get a little more physical on offense, or on defense rather, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see Marcus Cochran goes to the line and shoot for 2. We definitely don't want, Comets don't want to be down here at halftime. There's still a minute and a half left, but.
There were a lot of early fouls called on Cole, and I think that made him a little hesitant to get too physical, but clearly the refs are letting him play here in the second quarter, so we'll see what adjustments the Comets make.
Yeah, well, it's a kind of, it's obvious, if you're in foul trouble, you're not going to want to play aggressive, so that's really tough for them right now.
There we go.
That's stolen by Waylon.
Cochran, actually.
Excuse me. The shot is good. Sorry, that was Marcus Cochran with the steal and the shot. Kind of the hair flopping around. I thought it was Dylan's hair, but.
Well, you're so used to calling his name because they've both been very aggressive, right? And on offense and defense, it looks like another foul call there. Let's see who that one's on. I think they're calling that on Paulette. Coach is maybe not quite so sure about that foul call there. It was it's definitely been some interesting calls there with some fouls.
I feel like the calls have been a little more one-sided this game than it have been at the girls' game, but obviously there have been some fair foul calls on Cole, 3 of those, and then they have called some charges on us, so that's good. Then we have, we try to keep this one side, but most importantly, they're just keeping it fair, and they're.
There they get the foul. I think that's on 32.
Yeah, that's on 32. They're letting the kids play, but like you said, the boys are just more aggressive. So there's gonna be a lot more fouls this game. I think we all could have, predicted that.
You certainly don't want to get anybody else in foul trouble, right? But if they're gonna be physical, if Neelyville is gonna be more physical and not get those fouls, then we're gonna have to try that as well. Because Definitely, Coach will be, I'm sure, going to make some adjustments at halftime. They're still very much in this game. It's just a 5-point game. Marcus makes his first free throw. He's got one more. Clary, Willard in the backcourt. Cochran at the line. Tharp and Paulette also in the game for your Alton Comets. 4-point game. Here with a minute to go in the first half. What a fun day this has been, Ryden.
I know, it's hard to believe that we only have about 1/2 of a game left, but it's been really exciting. It's been a blast, absolutely. I'm having a lot of fun up here as that shot is blocked.
Great block by Thorpe there.
Corbin Tharp.
Sorry,
man.
Tharp, not Thorpe.
Corbin Tharp, wow. I mean, wonderful block. That is
it was
out of bounds. That was
good
last
idea.
Touch by Tharp.
Just a little off on the execution, but he had the right idea there, right? And he drove the lane. He didn't have anything, so he passed it off to Corbin. And just maybe a little too hot coming in on the pass.
At least it wasn't a foul. That's all we can say, right?
That's right. We've got 40 seconds to go here. It'll be interesting to see what Neelyville does in these final few seconds of the first half. Looks like 24 pulled up, and then he actually turns the ball over. So Comets with the opportunity at least to have the final shot here of the quarter. It looks like Whalen's going to check back in for Clary. All right, 24 seconds left in the first half. 4-point game. Cochran dribbling the ball up court. Comets got their offense set. It seems that they're potentially going to settle for one final shot. Willard over in the corner to Whalen. Whalen dribbles over to Cochran. Cochran with the 3, and Paulette with the rebound. Whalen gets it back up. It's deflected out of bounds, but it's still Comet basketball with 2.5 seconds to go.
Very great play there.
Very aggressive. Whalen will be looking to inbound here. We got a couple seconds. Cochran goes up with the 3 off target. And at the end of the first half, it's 27-23 Neelyville.
Well, coming up here soon, we're going to try to have an interview with the president of the gym. So stay tuned with us as we look to do that.
Well, Ryden, it's been a pretty fun first half so far. What are you seeing that you like? What sort of adjustments do you think Comets will be trying to make in the second half?
I'm seeing just try to stay out of the foul trouble, and I mean, obviously Cole, he'll have another foul to give entering this third quarter, but you don't want to risk it. So don't play to where you're not playing defense, but don't be too aggressive.
Absolutely. We've seen before both the Comet boys and the girls. At times they've been down at halftime. They go into the locker room. They make some adjustments at halftime. And that's certainly what we're anticipating here in the second game of our doubleheader. We are anticipating that Coach Caruso and his team are going to go into that locker room. They're going to make some adjustments. They'll come back out and get ready to go for the second half. They're only down by 4. And as Ryden mentioned, we are hoping to have a special guest, an interview here. He's working on trying to get that finalized as we speak, so hopefully we'll have some news on that to bring to you shortly. We want to thank our hosts who have been amazing. The staff here at this gymnasium have been fantastic. They've been very welcoming. They've answered all of our questions. They've been more than happy to share the history of this gymnasium. And so we really want to just say thank you to the Hoosier Gym staff for allowing us to come here today and play these games. So very grateful to them, and we're also thankful to all of our viewers this morning. I know we have several who were not able to make it in person this morning, but we certainly appreciate, I know the Comet teams and the families of the players appreciate your support, and we are thankful for all of our Comet family who tuned in this today to cheer on our Alton Lady Comets and our Alton Boys Comets as well.
It's definitely very, very appreciative, obviously, and I will just say from the standpoint of the student of the multimedia class, as somebody that is putting in work and effort to try to build up the program, it is not possible at all without the wonderful viewers and the support of the community. So I again thank you very much for your support. We really appreciate it, and it's very encouraging to us when we get a lot of views on our live streams, when we're getting comments in the chat, getting likes, and it's a big encouragement. So we really appreciate you guys, and I know that these basketball teams really appreciate all the support, virtually. So it's been very exciting. It's been a fun. We're scheduled to have the interview hopefully right after this game. If you are you guys, all the viewing, would like to stay on for a few minutes, and we'll get an interview from the president of the gym, who will kind of talk about this gym and the history of it. And I mean, man, it's just been a wonderful experience, and I'm really, really excited. I have a couple more fun facts for you guys about this Hoosier gym and the experience and all this. So the announcer in the movie of the state championship basketball game was the actual announcer in the real-life state championship basketball game in 1952 when Milan High School won a state title. So
that's pretty cool that they were able to get the actual announcer, because you got to think, Ryden. I mean, they won the championship in 1952. The movie was filmed in 1986, so 34 years had passed between that state championship and the filming of the movie. So that's a pretty special thing to be able to have the same announcer.
Absolutely, it's very incredible. Another fun fact, actually, this is kind of funny, actually. Some of you might find this hilarious, and obviously this is sad. In the movie, obviously we know that Coach Norman Dale took over for the Hoosiers, for Hickory Huskers, and previous coach had passed away in the movie, and that was the storyline they went through. Well, in real life, when Coach Marvin Woods took over for Milan High School, the previous coach, Herman Grindstead, was actually fired from the school because he had ordered uniforms without the superintendent's permission. So in real life, the coach did not actually die. He was just fired for not ordering uniforms. And I feel like this storyline in the movie is a lot better than the real life one.
So what you're saying, Ryden, if for our coaches out there, and I guess for our Coach Cockrum, Coach Caruso and Coach Benson, don't be ordering uniforms without permission, right? That sounds like that didn't work out too well for that coach.
Or I can maybe say this to Coach Caruso: if you want us to win a state title next year, maybe order some new uniforms without permission, because maybe a new Norman Dale will come in. I don't know, but we have some great coaches, I will say, and that's been key for both these teams' success is great coaching. Obviously, Shane Benson coming to coach the girls this year, and then Coach Caruso coming in and coming in last year, had a good year. This year,
let's not forget our assistant coaches too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Honeycutt for the boys, assistant coach, he's phenomenal. I feel like a lot of people don't understand the inside work that goes in to coaching. Obviously, I'm not a coach, but as an athlete, you can see what coaches are doing. And I know that, Coach Honeycutt, he's in there with the gym before school and after school, working with the players. Even during the off season, he's in there working with them and trying to help them out. He has coaching lessons for players. Coach Honeycutt, shout out to him. He's absolutely been amazing for these basketball teams.
Right, and speaking of our unsung heroes, I want to take just a second to talk about another one of our unsung heroes who doesn't get a lot of recognition or appreciation for what she does, and that's Mama C, right?
Yeah.
Marilyn Cochran. She's doing a lot of work behind the scenes. You're hearing Ryden and I do a lot of yapping and stuff today, but Marilyn was here early this morning getting everything set up, ready to go. And so, Ryden, I don't know if you have anything to add, but I do want to say thank you to Marilyn and all the hard work that she puts in to make this possible.
She goes above and beyond to make sure that this program is as good as it can be and make sure that we can do what we need to do to learn and to have fun. But obviously, this is a service. And so we're trying to bring a basketball game and show our viewers Comet basketball, and that's what she does. She makes sure that we do it in a manner that will be good for you guys and that it can be convenient for you. So we just want to thank her. She is absolutely amazing, and I give all the credit for all this live stream, the calling the games, the chance to come here. I give 100% credit to Mrs. Cochran. She's just amazing. So thank you.
There's one more VIP that I can think of that we should probably give mention to, because if I think it's only fitting that we talk about, and that's Peyton Deckard, who is actually the girl behind the camera, at least for the second game, the boys' game. So Peyton Deckard, thank you, as we just embarrassed her successfully, but she is behind the camera. And we appreciate all of her hard work as well, as she is doing a great job here in this second game to make sure that you at home are able to see all the action.
Yes, we have a great crew here. Comet Nation, you guys are incredible. I mean, absolutely. When I moved here, last year, coming from a bigger school, it was a football school, so we weren't really big into basketball. But coming into this and really wanting to try out this multimedia, I really didn't know what I was getting into, and I didn't know how. I knew that basketball was taken seriously, but I just didn't know how serious basketball was in this town. And I mean, this is absolutely incredible. I've been so blessed to be a part of a community that really supports their players, their athletes, their students, their staff, and so
it's really a family.
It's a family.
We got to the hotel last night, and you see some of the same faces, and it's not just moms and dads. It's a family. It really is. As we get ready to start the third quarter here in game 2.
Absolutely. Excited for this second half of the basketball action here in Knightstown, Indiana. The sun's peeking out outside. It's been raining all morning, but
I'm excited to see what adjustments our Comets have made here. You know that they went in the halftime and made some adjustments, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what some of those are. They played well in the first half, but hopefully we close the gap. Go ahead, Ryden.
I certainly think that there's going to be a lot of, I'm sure the locker room talk was just the same as it always been. This is the same game. This is, you know, as Coach Norman Dale said in the movie, it's still 10 feet, you know. So as that
great
stolen
steal
by Caden Willard gets the steal, gets the ball back for the Comets.
You know, they turn the ball over, but they don't give up. They get back on defense. Cochran over in the corner for the three. It's off target. But, hey, you know what? That's a good shot there. He's open in the corner, and you want him to keep taking those, Ryden.
Yeah, and that's important. Like I was saying, you know, in the movie, Coach Norman Dale says, you know, it's the rim is 10 feet still. So this is the same game. It's a different court, but it's the same game, and that's what they're going to need to really think about the second half as that goes out of bounds. That's last touch by Neelyville, I guess. No, sorry, last touch by Alton, and Neelyville will.
Yeah, I think Neelyville is going to inbound from the baseline. Looks like 24 is trying to position himself underneath there, but he's not able to do it. Marcus with the attempted steal. Very great effort on his part. Unfortunately, just a little too strong there by number 33 as they get 2 more points. Alton bringing the ball up court. Dylan Whalen over to Cochran. They set their offense up. Trantham in the corner. Looks like Willard over to Cochran. Trantham with the jump shot, and what a rebound by Paulette. He's fouled. Just a great effort, right? And Paulette is playing very well. He's very physical. He's blocking out. He's getting some rebounds. I don't know if he has any points, but he is definitely doing a great job on defense and getting some rebounds for the Comets.
Yeah, he's been very, very, you know, helpful for this team. And it's been great to see him out here as Marcus Cochran jumps up, and
I think he got pushed out of bounds, right? I think they're going to call a foul on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 33.
Good.
I think that's number 3 on him. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he definitely got pushed there. Willard at the top, and with the three-pointer, it's off target, but Trantham knocks it out. Back to Whalen, who's up with the jump shot. Didn't go down, but they're back on defense. 24 on the baseline, 32 at the top of the key, and he's offline with the 3. Willard gets the rebound. Spin move there, and it's off of Neelyville. It's still going to be Comet ball there.
Yeah, it's off of number 2 there.
Looks like Clary's getting ready to check into the game for Willard.
Caden Willard, yes.
Paulette over to Clary, into Trantham, back out to Cochran, who drives baseline, in the corner to Paulette, over the corner for 3 for Colt Trantham, but it's off target. 24 almost walked there. He gained control of the ball. Number 2 baseline, that's a charge. Caden Clary with the great charge there. Good job by Clary to plant his feet and then to fall back once he got that contact. If you do that 8 out of 10 times, the ref is going to give you the charge. So good job on Clary. Whalen bringing in the ball up court. Over in the corner to Cochran. Trantham's coming in. He's coming over to the wing. Paulette's calling for the ball back out to Trantham. Trantham takes a step back, shoots the 3, and it's good. There's some contact. Paulette was wanting the foul, but we'll take the 3 points anyway, so it's a 3-point ball game here.
Nice shot there by Cole Trantham.
2 over in the corner. Hey, Trantham with a nice block, and 32 back up with it. That's a high percentage shot. You got to get your hands up there if you're on defense, but hey, good effort. It's still a very close ball game, right? And Trantham with another 3 in the corner, and that one's good as well. Back-to-back 3s for Trantham, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Oh, he's sure hot right now. He's just splashing some 3 after 3 after 3. This is what they need. They just need some tight defense here, too.
Little tighter on defense, hopefully. I don't think that Coach will be happy with them giving up the uncontested 3, but it worked out in that case. Trantham with another 3. He checked. He's off front of the rim. Neelyville with the ball. 24 is going to try a 3. It's off target. Let it go. If you're the Comets, actually, Whalen gets it. They're gonna push. This is one of Cochran's strengths, is to push. When you got numbers, you go and you push the issue, and he draws contact there. I think he's going to go to the line for 2, Ryden.
Yeah, that's a good foul there. 4 fouls already in this third quarter for the Neelyville Tigers. I almost said the Hickory Huskers because on the scoreboard here, it's actually kind of cool. They have Hickory and Terhune, which is the if you recall in the movie, that was the matchup in one of the games. I think it was the last game.
Neelyville with the timeout here. Just a 2-point ball game. We're halfway through the third quarter. Boy, this sure has went by fast. We've been looking forward to it for so long. It's been everything and more that we could have possibly hoped for. At least that's my opinion. I don't know what your thoughts are, Ryden.
I absolutely agree. I think honestly, it's more exciting than I really realized it would be. You know, I knew it was going to be great, but it's,
I think we have eyes on the president, too. He's kind of looked up, made some eye contact, so he's going to be joining Ryden after the game, after the fourth quarter, and joining him for an interview. And so I look forward to bringing that. I think we're finding out the details on that interview. Ryden is anyway. What's the details on that? Is it still going to be after the game, Ryden?
It looks like it might be here in a few minutes. We don't know. He's obviously a very busy man, I'm sure. He's actually an optometrist. I don't know if you are aware of that. He is, so, I mean, obviously a busy man. I mean, optometrist, that's kind of a important job, so.
1-point game. Here we go. 4 minutes to go. Comets on defense. Neelyville up with the jump shot. He gets his own rebound back up again. That one's off target, but that one goes in. Those second chance rebounds have really hurt the Comets. Marcus gonna drive, trying to initiate some contact. There was contact, and there's the foul. Paulette gets the foul and the basket, so he's gonna go to the free throw line with a chance to tie. 1-point ball game. Really aggressive play, good second chance points, second chance baskets there for the Comets this time. Free throws up, and it's good, and just like that, we are tied.
Wonderful play here.
32's bringing it up court. 24 on the baseline. 33 is trying to position himself, but Marcus steals the ball, and he drives it. He dribbles it off of his knee. That's going to be Neelyville ball. Great effort, though, on the turnover by Marcus.
He is fast, 100-yard dash. He is absolutely quick down the court.
All right, and I think we're going to have our special guest here soon. Maybe you're going to have the interview during the game, so
I believe so.
I'm gonna bow out for a moment and let Ryden take over so he can do the interview here with the president.
The shot goes up, and that one's good, and it's 2 points for Neelyville. Well, I am here. I am very honored to do this, but I am here with the president of the Hoosier Gym.
Yes.
And that's another 2 points for Corbin Tharp. So introduce yourself, kind of tell us about what you do here. And
Well, my name is Neil Shaneyfelt, and I am fortunate to be the president of our board of directors. We are officially the Hoosier Gym Community Center of Knightstown, Inc. We're a 501c3 not-for-profit. The town of Knightstown actually acquired this building when they, from the people that developed the old school building next door. They wanted to actually tear this down for more parking, and the people of Knightstown really didn't want to see that happen. So that was the inspiration to get the movie people here to use the gym for the movie, and eventually it's what saved the gym because of the movie. But the town of Knightstown, were so thrilled when they found out there were a group of people that wanted to actually take care of the gym. So we formed a not-for-profit corporation, and we do everything. We pay the bills, we pay the insurance, we rent it, we keep it clean, we do all the repairs. We have a great staff of volunteers, and it's just really a labor of love for us. So.
Well, that's awesome. How is so this town of 2,100 people? I don't know. How is this? Being in this town, how has it made this town, put it on the map? How is it?
Most definitely. There are 2 restaurants on the public square that I think you could directly attribute the saving of this building to their development and prospering. When we first opened this up as a community center, it was in the early 1990s, and it was really just a trickle of fans. Very few knew about the gym. I think a lot of people around the country thought the movie was actually done on a Hollywood set. It was just the local people only that really knew the story behind the gym. Just to put that in perspective, the year before the virus hit, we counted 70,000 visitors from around the United States and even international visitors that wanted to come and see this gym because of the movie being filmed here. So it really is an iconic old gym, and so in some respects, though, it really is more than just a movie set. It really is just a perfect example of Indiana basketball. All the rural communities had a gym very similar to this back in the 20s and 30s, and this was the social gathering place of the community. And a lot of young people, when they come in to see the gym, I like to always impress upon them that is indeed the case. It really is the social gathering place back in the 20s and 30s. So our goal is so that these youngsters can bring their grandchildren here when they become grandparents and keep this thing going, because that's our mission. We don't want to let this gym fall down. So.
It seems like our viewers, it's been a mix of some people have seen the movie, some have not, For those who have not seen the movie, what would you tell them to?
You've got to see it. And if you come to the gym and get a flavor for Indiana basketball back in the day, I know 2, maybe a little longer than that now, the Associated Press, which they do polls on all kinds of questions around the country. They took a poll and they asked people, what's your favorite sports movie of all time? Hoosiers was voted #1. So if you've not seen the movie, that should be your inspiration right there to watch it. It's just a great movie, and it could have been about any sport. There's lots of life lessons in the movie. It's about second chances and redemption, and it's just a great story.
Knowing I've been listing off some facts, obviously this is the movie based off of Milan High School, the 1954 state champions.
Yes, and the Hickory Huskers fictionally did it in '52, and a lot of people use that word based. I much prefer the word inspired, because the movie is all Hollywood. It's not really that factual, other than the fact that it was a small town school that won the state tournament. But other than that, there are a few other similarities, but a lot of it is just Hollywood to make the movie entertaining, like the town drunk being the assistant coach. Of course, he's getting a second chance. And the coach, Gene Hackman, in real life, Milan's coach was a young coach. He was just out of Butler a couple years, and he'd only coached a couple years, and he was quiet and reserved. He kind of coached like Johnny Wooden rather than like Gene Hackman does in the movie Hoosier. So there's lots of differences, but they had to make it entertaining so that Hollywood would buy the program.
And regardless of the Hollywoodized, they made it Hollywood, but it's still so special. It's still so cool. Especially,
it is.
My dad was born the year that this movie came out, which is kind of crazy because I think he's old. So I'm guessing I'm saying the movie's old.
Well, if you think he's old, I actually was 6 months old when Milan beat Muncie Central and won the state title in '54, and my dad told me that was the first basketball movie, television I ever saw. I was sitting in the cradle and I was 6 months old, and he actually was watching the game when Muncie got beat by Milan. So.
Oh man. Well, and another thing that when I walked in this morning, I came in early because I wanted to set up and I wanted to really just take in what I was seeing before all the people came in. Walking back there, seeing all the jerseys, and then even going down into the locker rooms.
Yeah.
That is something special. What has inspired you guys to really take that in? What's something that has really driven you to make that tradition?
It's I think you feed off of all the excitement and all of the energy and all the feelings that people portray when they come in the gym from around the country and even internationally. I mean, I've seen grown men cry in this gym that just love the movie, and that's what really keeps us going. I mean, to see the other people and how they appreciate the movie, and it makes our efforts seem really worthwhile.
And like you kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, is that, this is just more than basketball,
Oh, yeah.
This
was a way of life in little towns around Indiana back in the 20s and 30s. And like I said, I try to impress youngsters that was indeed the case. This was the only entertainment. There was no television. There was no cell phones. And this is where everyone came to get out of the lousy Indiana winter weather. And the crops were in, and you come in a nice, bright, loud, warm place and cheer on your team and visit your neighbors and friends, and that's why it became such a tradition.
Yeah, and I feel like and especially in high school sports, it's all about enjoying the game. It's all about trying to make memories and that's why I've had conversations with a lot of the players this weekend and last night in the hotel room, as there's a 3 by Cole Trantham, but just take this in, enjoy the moment, and because this is an opportunity that not everybody gets, and this will probably be the first time in maybe ever, but if not a long, long time, that Alton gets to do this. And
that's right. I'm sure this is a game the boys, whether win or lose, they'll always remember playing here, and that's also what makes it fun for us. And it turns these youngsters into fans. Like you say, a lot of them have never seen the movie until they come here and play, and then they get hooked, and they become fans. And that's kind of one of our goals. Keep this thing going.
And I don't want to keep you too long, but I do want to ask you, so how many of the actors, how many famous people have you drawn to this gym? Just anybody.
I mean, all kinds of, you never know who's going to walk in the door. Not only the actors from the movie, the players from the movie, but that got a rise out of the fans.
Yeah.
At any rate, sports agents, sports players and agents and coaches, and you hear all kinds of stories. And like I said, you just never know who's going to walk in the door. Probably there's a photo out in our lobby of probably some of our most memorable visitors. LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson all visited here back in the day, and Jim Gray from ESPN did an interview with them. So there are pictures out there in the lobby when they visited. So, I mean, I could go on with names, but it's just really amazing and surprising all the people that have been here. However, Gene Hackman has never made it back. We've invited him a few times, but he was always busy doing other films, and then he retired. He's kind of a recluse. He likes his privacy, and he doesn't travel much, and that's fine. But, yeah, it's just amazing, all the visitors we have.
Well, Gene Hackman, if you ever happen to, which I doubt, but if you ever happen to watch this, or if anybody knows him or anybody's reached, get him to come here, and because I would love to see a reunion movie or something, a reunion, because I would totally drive back the 7.5 hours it took to get here to see the experience again.
You guys are 7.5 hours away.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Alton, Missouri. It's a small town. It's east of West Plains, Missouri. I don't know if you've heard of that. Poplar Bluff. It's west of that. So it's right in the heart of the Ozarks.
Wow, that's really neat. That's really cool.
Yeah.
There is a picture of Hackman out there in the lobby as well. His recent picture. He just celebrated, I believe, his 92nd birthday. There's a picture of him out there in the lobby. So,
well, it's been great to talk to you and to really get some information and just know your experience with this. And I'm very, very grateful for you taking your time out of your day to come talk to us. So
and I'm sure your fans, hopefully they have a good day today, and maybe they'll come back.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
And you have a good one. Back to the game action here. The shot, that one's good. It is 49-47. Alton leads this one, and whistle blown. And that's a timeout call on Alton. So timeout here. We're very appreciative of the interview from the president of the Hoosier Gym. So very, very happy and very grateful for him to take his time out of his day to come and talk to us. And I hope that, you know, viewers at home and the people here today will see how important this day is and how special this moment is. And, you know, many, many years from now, you know, if this, you know, when the gym is, you know, falls apart, when, you know, it's just its time has come up, when players can't play here anymore, you know, when all this is over, we're still going to have the memories of being able to experience this moment and being able to see, you know, how much it's impacted the community of Knightstown. And it's just, it's been amazing, and I'm very happy that we were able to experience that. We really, really appreciate the support again from all of you viewers. I cannot say it enough. We comment down below, you know, get involved, ask us questions, you know. We want you all to get involved in this game, you know. This has been a fun experience, so comment down below something that's on your mind, you know. We really appreciate all the support, and we're very grateful for this. And we're trying to not be so one-sided. Obviously, this is Alton Comet Media, but any Neelyville fans that are watching, we appreciate you too, and we are trying to bring a fair and positive atmosphere to this game. Just 4 minutes left of the game. Neelyville is down by 5, so whistle blown. That'll be a foul. The Comets are really trying to open up a bigger gap so they can get this win here. That shot is good. 2 points for the Comets. It is a 7-point lead. 3 minutes left of this game. The Comets are really trying to close out a win. The girls won their game, and so a doubleheader sweep would be nice, as that's 2 points for them. Number 2 for Neelyville. Caden, no good on the shot. That was Cade Clary. The shot up, no good. Rebounded by 32, and a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. 54-51. He's going to shoot for the and one. That shot's good, and it's a 2-point game now, as Neelyville is edging closer to the Comets now. Marcus, no good for Marcus Cochran, the rebound by number 24, and 32, the shot from deep, no good. Rebounded by number 5. Whistle blown, and a foul. It's a foul on number 2. That'll be on, looks like Dylan Whalen. The shot from deep, and he splashes it in, and that's the lead now for Neelyville. 55-54 after the three-pointer from number 24. He has been on fire this game. He has been a big addition to these Neelyville Tigers. The shot from Paulette, and it's good, and they take the lead back. It's 56-55, less than 2 minutes. The shot goes in for 2 points, and they got the lead back. It's just the lead keeps going back and forth here. 57-56 now. Neelyville leads. Marcus Cochran, the shot, no good. Foul. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. First one is in, and we are tied at 57 as he makes his first one. Second one is in, and they have a 1-point lead now. Comets need to play some tight defense here. No travel called or foul called either. The shot from deep, no good. Rebounded by Dylan Whalen. Under a minute left now. Marcus Cochran's trying to get away from that defense. And that's going to be a foul, so Marcus Cochran's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Just under 50 seconds in the game. The last minute left of this Hoosier Classic in Knightstown, Indiana. The wonderful weekend, the wonderful games that has happened today will be coming to an end. As Marcus Cochran makes the second one. 45 seconds left. Neelyville passing it around. The shot goes up, and it's in. Wow, tie game. And they're going to try to run this clock down and maybe take a last-second shot. It's what it looks like. They did this at home against Eminence the other day. Cole Trantham makes the last-second shot. He shoots the 3, no good. Knocked out of bounds. Out to Clary. Marcus Cochran, he's going to hold it for the last second. He's going to take the shot here at the last second. 59-59. The shot goes up. No good. Rebounded by Neelyville. 1 second left. The shot goes up. No good. And we will be going into overtime here. Overtime thriller here in Knightstown, Indiana. I never thought I'd be saying that in one sentence, but the Alton Comets will be going into overtime in Knightstown, Indiana at the Hoosier Gym. 59-59 the score. I mean, you cannot have wrote this script any better. And a wonderful weekend, a wonderful, awesome.
I'm going to speak up here. This is Mama C. I'm on here with Ryden Deckard, and this is an amazing experience to be here going into overtime. And I just want to say thank you for Ryden and Ryan and Peyton for being the crew today. First time on the mic, but I feel like it's important, and this has been quite the experience. And I also want to give a shout out to our community, our school, who supports us and gives us the opportunity to learn this trade and teach this to the students. And this has turned into quite the amazing opportunity. So I'm going to turn the mic back over to Ryden. Let's see what happens.
So we're going to do a tip-off here to start out overtime. We have 4-minute overtime. That is Missouri high school rules. So 4-minute overtime. Here we go. We're set, and Neelyville Tigers will take this one in overtime. The shot goes up, no good, and a foul. And number 33 is going to go to the line, and he'll shoot 2.
It's been a pretty aggressive, pretty physical game here for both sides today, huh, Ryden?
I mean, it's been absolutely crazy, and to think we're going into overtime is just absolutely incredible. And we're so happy that, you know, we get a little bit more basketball.
I know today. I was sad that the game was almost over, and then they gifted us 4 more minutes of basketball. And he misses both free throws, so it's still a tie ball game.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you to number 33 for giving us some more basketball.
I'm sure the parents of the players are not appreciating the mini heart attack, but we certainly are enjoying this extra basketball. Very smart play by Paulette there to throw the ball off the defender, so it will be Comet ball still. Dylan Whalen will inbound.
Deep pass to Cockrum.
That's a situation where that rule helped us there, huh? Right in,
yeah.
Able to go past.
Trentham no good on the shot. Yeah, it wasn't a backcourt, fortunately, because of the 2 lines. The shot from deep. No good. Rebounded and a foul. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's number 1 for Neelyville to go and shoot his free throws.
I think we've got maybe a wet spot underneath one of the goals. They're going to get that cleaned up real quick before we get started at the other end of the court that the camera is not showing right now. So just some minor court cleanup here. That's the stoppage in play, as it looks like Corbin Tharp set to come back in the game. He's at the score table to check back in. Perhaps he'll check back in after this first free throw. Looks like Coach Caruso looking for a little bit more size here as we play in the final couple of minutes, trying to get those rebounds as we've talked throughout the game. Those second chance opportunities have really hurt the Comets early on. So a little bit more size as Corbin Tharp will come in for Clary, who's also done a very nice job in this game as well.
Well, it's been great. it's nice for these Comets to have somebody else. You know, Cole Trantham was in some foul trouble this game, so I mean, having somebody else big out there will kind of put the pressure off of him.
They sure will. In these final few minutes, you know, if you get an open three and it's the right shot, you want to take it, but you certainly don't need to force anything. You're only down by one. You want to run your offense, get a high percentage shot, and right there we see Cole Trantham with the jump shot, giving the Comets the lead again. Comets up by 1. 24 driving baseline, and that is good. That's too easy right there. He's just the biggest player out there right now for the of either team, really, right?
Absolutely, yeah. 33 and 24 both have been just phenomenal this game, and it's been tough for the Comets. I will agree. The shot no good from Trantham, and it's rebounded by number 1.
Here in these final 2 minutes, you're really looking to get some high percentage shots. Again, you don't need to rush things. You've got time. You're only down by 1. Play solid defense and look for better shots on offense. And that's thrown away. That's going to be out on Neelyville. Be Comet basketball again.
Just under 2 minutes left of overtime. We're going to, you know, maybe we'll get some more basketball. I don't know, but maybe a double overtime. We'll see. I don't think
I don't know, Marilyn. Can you handle double overtime? I'm standing here next to Marilyn Cockrum, and she's saying no. She wants a W in first OT. We don't want any second overtimes.
Well, we'll see what happens. Marcus Cockrum.
That was a nice pick and roll.
And it's good. Wow.
Very nice pick and roll there. Marcus and Corbin working well together there on that play.
Great play there. Amazing. 1 point lead now for the Comets.
That's what we were talking about when we said just, you know, you want to get a high percentage shot.
There's another high percentage shot, and it's a foul, and 1. Number 33 again.
These two teams, Ryden, have been back and forth all game. Very evenly matched.
It's gonna come down to the possession. I mean, it's gonna come down to possessions. Really, it is. No good on the free throw shot. Rebounded by Cockrum.
Cockrum over to Whalen in the corner. Whalen back out to the top of the key. He's going to set up his offense. Tharp, rather, sets the pick and the roll, but Dylan's going to take it himself, and he somehow maintains possession and was able to call timeout. That's a really, really good play there by Dylan. Knowing he's trapped, he's either going to go out of bounds or call a timeout, and he got the timeout. So good play on Dylan right there.
Absolutely.
Corbin, very high basketball IQ. You see there, he sets the pick, and then he rolls to the basket. He's looking for it. Dylan wasn't able to get the ball to him, but still, I mean, that's an excellent play from a freshman in Corbin there, as he understands what he's got to do there. Set that pick, roll to the basket.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's just been the key to this game. Is the pick and roll has been important. Obviously, has been good for them, but I can't say enough. Having Corbin Tharp there to take the pressure off of Trantham, especially with the foul trouble, just being able to be there for him, and just he's just been in the right place at the right time. That's just you can't even put it any other way. He's been at the right place at the right time, like a good ball player does, and he's got a promising future.
He sure does. Be anxious to see what they draw up here on offense. If the Comets are going to have the ball, they're going to inbound it from the baseline. Looks like Dylan Whalen will be the one inbounding for them. Only down by 1. You don't need a 3 here. If you've got a good open look, perhaps you take it, but you don't need a 3 necessarily here. You're looking for a high percentage shot, and that's inbounded to Cole, over in the corner to Dylan. Corbin's trying to position himself underneath the basket, but Whalen rightfully goes out to Cockrum. Paulette tries to set the pick, but Cockrum takes it, drives, and scores. Maybe some contact there too, huh, Ryden?
I think there was contact there for sure.
Less than a minute to go. The Comets have the lead. 45 seconds to play in this one. First overtime. That ball is out of bounds, but it's going to stay right here with the Neelyville Tigers. 40 seconds now. No easy baskets. If you're the Comets, you got Corbin, you got to nothing easy there in the lane.
Like that one.
That's, unfortunately, they were able to score, but we've still got time. Let's see what the Comets do here on offense. Corbin sets another pick. Cockrum to Paulette. Paulette up. He's fouled, and he's going to get a couple shots. That was a really, really physical play there by the Neelyville Tigers. That was lots of contact. He did draw the foul, though, fortunately, and we'll be going to the line to shoot 2.
Great foul there to draw, and it's just another game of possessions, just like the girls' game was.
Once again, free throws, right? We talked about this in the first game, Ryden. We're down to the final 28 seconds, perhaps, at least, of this overtime. We'll see what happens. Free throws, free throws, free throws, right? Coaches always preach you got to make your free throws, and we certainly we need a free throw, or at least one here. We'll see. Paulette comes up big with the first one. We are tied, folks. 28 seconds to go. We have us a tie ball game. Let's see if Paulette can knock down this second free throw. And he makes them both.
Good.
What
Awesome.
What a clutch play there. What a clutch set of free throws.
That's exactly what they need, especially coming down the last few seconds. 20 seconds left.
The lane, and he might have traveled.
He traveled.
But he's getting his rebound, and it's a fight underneath the basket. Boy, this has been a scrappy game. I think they called Paulette for the foul there.
That was a foul on Paulette. Even though they didn't call the travel on 33, unfortunately, but a foul. That was a foul. That was a foul on Paulette. It's okay.
You got to give our boys a lot of credit, folks. As you can clearly see, Neelyville's just got some bigger players, but they're fighting. The Comet boys are fighting. He's made the first free throw for the tie. We'll see what happens. We've got 11 seconds to go in the game as a reminder, but Ryden, our boys are fighting hard despite the fact that they're overmatched in terms of size.
They still got a 1-point game.
10 seconds. Marcus coming up. 7. And timeout.
Timeout called on Coach Caruso. That's all. Timeout.
We've got 6 seconds left in this one. 1-point game. Ryden, it's looking less and less like it's going to be a second overtime. It looks like it's one final shot for the Comets to win it.
I believe so. I think there's not going to be another overtime. So
we've had some magic earlier on this season. You might recall Cole Trantham, was it last game or 2 games ago?
It was last game against them, and it's the home game.
Big 3-point shot. I'm sure many of our viewers were watching, whether it be in person or online. I don't know if we streamed that one or not. But, yeah, we'll be looking for a big shot. But, again, we don't necessarily need a 3. Now, it's going to be tough to get anything in the lane because they are so big underneath. It's tough, but you either drive to the lane, you get a shot, you try to draw some contact, maybe make the shot, but at minimum get free throws, or do you go for the 3-point, Ryden? What do you do? Our 3-point is definitely one of our strengths.
It is certainly, and honestly, I think that's probably what Neelyville's thinking. Maybe go for a high percentage shot. I don't know what Coach is thinking, but wherever it is, I trust that our guys can get it up and get the shot in. I think we have one of the best shooters in our area, in our conference even. So I feel like we can put up a good shot right here.
I would not be surprised to see an open 3 hopefully here. It's going to be tough to get anything underneath. We are a good 3-point shooter. Here we go. 6 seconds inbound to Paulette. Timeout blue. So another Comet timeout here.
He was trying to avoid the 6-second. That was smart.
That was very smart. Looks like they let a half a second run off the clock. I don't know if that's by accident. Perhaps they'll put some time back on.
I believe that he passed it in and then they called the timeout, but I'm not sure.
Maybe so.
No, they're going to change to 6 seconds. You're right. You're right.
Well, these two teams have played very hard-fought battle today on both sides. Congratulations to all of our players. Not just our Comets. We want to congratulate Neelyville and their players. These are all great kids, great support system. Lots of Neelyville Tiger parents and friends and family out today. So congratulations to all of our players for a unique opportunity just to be in this building,
Absolutely.
to be on that
Yeah.
floor today playing. I mean, this is really, truly
I've seen some
unique.
incredible sportsmanship. If you would, comment below if you're watching as a Tiger, comment below if you're watching as a Comet. We want to know how many Tiger and Comets are watching. I know there's a few in there that are watching, so let us know. But we are very happy for the sport, and we've seen some good sportsmanship on both sides this whole game. It's been
Here
a
we go,
nice,
Ryden.
clean game.
6 seconds.
6 seconds left.
Dylan looking to inbound, and it's picked off, and
Out of bounds.
that's going to be off us, off the Comets. 4.4 seconds, and Neelyville's got the ball.
What a crazy play there.
We have to foul. I mean, obviously, they're going to inbound, and we're going to have to foul right away. We have no choice. So there we go with 3.3 seconds. Neelyville will be going to the line, looking to make some free throws. But the good news right in is, worst case scenario, if he makes both of them, it's still a one-possession game, right? So it's 1 point right now. If he makes both of these, still one possession. As we've already talked, the Comets have some great three-point shooters, but right now let's see what he does here at the charity stripe. And he
No
misses
good
first
on
one.
the first one.
I'm not sure if the Comets have any timeouts left, so I'm not sure what the strategy will be here on if he's, regardless of whether it's a rebound or a make free throw. But we've got 3 seconds to go. And he makes the second one, and I'm guessing there's no timeouts. 3.
No good on the shot. And that'll do it here as Neelyville wins this in overtime. An overtime thriller and absolutely incredible game on both sides. Wonderful experience here. The Comets moved to 2-3 and Neelyville boys moved to 3-2. Man,
That was a hard-fought finish. You know, they played hard. They come up short at the end, but both teams, all 4 teams today, played very respectable games. You know, neither one of the games were blowout. Nobody embarrassed themselves. They all played very hard, and they all have a lot to be proud of.
very exciting weekend. Very, very, very grateful that we had this opportunity. Well, that'll wrap it up here for the Hoosier Classic in Knightstown, Indiana. I'm Ryan Deckard with Ryan Deckard, and we are signing out. So good night, or good day, everybody. If you're traveling back home from Indiana, safe travels. But thank you for watching and viewing, and we thank you so much for your support.